Kevin here from the Chord Podcast, back with the reaction video, and our good friends in the band Void released a brand new song called Burn, announcing that they are now the newest members of UNFD Records, or Unified for all you people out there. This is exciting because I've known Void ever since before they even were signed to Thriller, and they're one of the most fun bands you'll ever go and see live. Plus, seeing them continue to grow is something that is incredible and just always makes us happy. So happy for the guys. Now let's go see what they have for their first brand new song since Cult Mentality dropped 2 years ago. Before we do that though, be sure to subscribe to the podcast right down here, as we have new interviews coming out every single Tuesday and Thursday with some of the biggest bands that you love, some of the bands that you need to know about, and we'll bring a Void back on soon enough. So be sure to subscribe because that's coming your way. You ready? Let's go.
You are the best.
All right, Benny, show me what you got, baby. A little bit of a deeper sound, but still's got that Void bounce to it. Oh, you knew it was coming. A little bit on a heavier, deeper side, but still a Void energy. I'm waiting to see where this music video is going to get crazier because it's an Void video. The distortion of the vocals here is a little bit of an interesting take, though. Just because it's kind of following a little bit of a trend. Okay, there we go. I'm a little thrown up by the video, though. I'm used to something a little bit more mannequin, insanely out of the box for a boy, compared to some more like prison video. Oh! Now that was something. That post-chorus freaking slaps the my god. It definitely has a little bit more of a mature sound, but a Void is still a Void. It still has that bounce. We get something more like bombastic too to close this bad boy out. No, this song ain't that long. Come on, give me something good. Ooh. A little bit of hip hop flow in the vocals. Well, now. Yeah, Void sound definitely matured a little bit since the last release. That's pretty clear. Before we get into the breakdown, do you like metalcore bands running in place in the forest? Do you like wacky times at bowling alleys? And you want a podcast that Rolling Stone magazine described as one that initiates profound discussions with rock and metal artists, allowing fans to discover the creative workflow of their favorite musicians and understand the factors that make the band succeed or fall from fame? If you said yes to any of those questions, be sure to subscribe to the Chord Progression podcast below. We are bringing you some of the best bands in rock and metal today and some of the best bands that you are going to want to know going forward, showing you their music, getting you to know all about them, and really diving deep into who they are so you can really understand who the bands are and get to know them and be a fan of them before everyone else is. Hell, we had a Void on twice, back in the beginning of 2021 and right before Cult Mentality dropped in 2022, so you know we're going to be bringing them back at some point in the future because I love Benny and the boys. Plus, take a look at some of the bands we've recently interviewed. We just got done interviewing Skill. We had Vampires Everywhere. Next Tuesday, Make Them Suffer is going to be on the podcast, so you're definitely going to want to check that out. There's a lot more great bands coming, a lot more great new bands coming, so hit subscribe. Thank you. And now, to the breakdown. All right, so that was Burn by Avoid, and after going through that, I mean, one of the things I absolutely love about Benny and the Boys, especially when listening to music from their past releases, like the Burner EP and Cult Mentality, was always the amount of fun that was in there and the amount of tongue-in-cheek style that was in there when it came to the overall just funness and randomness that could be expected in their music that really brings a lot of crazy energy. This song, though, when it comes to Burn, definitely has a little bit more of this mature feel to it, where the vocals in the verse, especially in the first verse, had a little bit more of this deeper kind of a little bit overshadowed programming to it that I've seen a little bit more in a trendy piece in today's music. But I was really hoping for that bounce and that energy and that, you know, a little bit more of that manic flow that Avoid can have. And we really saw that in the chorus once again. Not necessarily as off the wall as we've seen in their previous releases, but the core is still there. And this is definitely something that I see is a little bit more palatable for a lot more metal fans that may have been a little bit more hesitant with Avoid because of the wackiness, because of the randomness, and because of that manic energy that they always do bring in their music. Benny's vocals, though, especially when you listen to them in the chorus, definitely have that similar flow to them that he always has had, so I did like that. The other thing I like about the instrumentals was that post-chorus hits you with the ferocity that is definitely nicely needed in this song and a very nice touch. Ending with that breakdown, though, and having Benny do a little bit more of this, like, new metal hip-hop style vocal in the backing allowed that song to have a lot more of this embraced diversity towards the end of it, in my opinion. So when it comes to the song, especially as their debut with Unified, I gotta say this about it. Do I want Avoid to continue to go more manic and off the wall with their music, especially because that's what really not only draws me into it, but also makes that live setting, you know, even crazier? Yes, of course. However, this song, I must say, does have the core sense of the Avoid sound in there in a little bit more of a mature capacity that I think is going to allow a lot more people, especially in the music scene right now, to gravitate towards. So they're going to be able to get a lot more nurtured into what Avoid is, and this will allow Avoid to grow. So will I say I like this song? Yes. Yes, I will. And I just did right there. So let me know what you thought of the song in the comments below. So let me know what you thought about it. Be sure to hit the like button. You know, it's right down here. Hit the subscribe button. It's right down here. Go make sure you check out more Benny and the Boys with Avoid because they're a band's friend of the podcast. And they'll be coming on again soon. Thanks, guys. This is Kevin. I'm out.